Hey YouTube, what's up? It is me, Mila. Happy Tuesday to everyone. I hope you guys are all doing well. It is the Tuesday after Labor Day weekend, so I hope you guys had a great holiday. I'm here to do a quick little check-in. Not sure how quick, but I'm here to do a check-in. I just got home from the gym, and I know it's been a while since I've been here, so I just wanted to kind of check in, give some love, see how everyone's doing. So let me just get back to my numbers, or start with my numbers as I usually do. For those of you that are new with me, thank you so much for joining along. My name's Mila, and I am a lap band surgery patient. I started my journey back October 14th, 2011, at my highest recorded weight of 292 pounds, and I joined the gym and I lost 50 pounds prior to having the lap band surgery on February 3rd at 240.5 pounds. I'm not even sure my numbers, my weeks, my months, or anything like that, so I'm not going to focus on that right now, but I had lap band surgery February 3rd, 2012. I just wanted to do a check-in to see how everyone was. I know I've been very, very absent from the community, but I still think about everybody. And yeah, so where have I been? The last time I checked in with everybody, I shared the news that I got engaged, and so I am somewhat knee-deep in wedding planning, not too crazy. We are getting married October 11th, 2014. So for those of you that are still very active in my lives, you know that I started my journey October 14th, 2011, and I will start a new journey October 11th, 2014. Total coincidence. But yeah, so I'll be getting married in about 13 months from now. So I still got a ways to go, but very, very excited. And as many of you know, I am an event coordinator, so it's pretty funny that I'm actually doing this for myself now. And I have been planning weddings, sweet 16s, quinceañeras, you name it, for many, many years. And I can tell you that there's no comparison to when you're actually planning your own wedding. It's surreal. It's unreal. It's just so unreal to be planning my own wedding. I come from a big Mexican family, and I am marrying someone that is not Mexican. Mike is white, and so just culturally, the differences in weddings and how we go about things, it's a big adjustment. I have 10 bridesmaids, and that's probably unheard of in other cultures, but I have 4 sisters. I have a goddaughter, so that makes 5 just there. A couple of friends from his side. So yeah, I have 10 bridesmaids, so that's always fun. So it's just been really interesting kind of getting everything together, who does what. Also culturally, there's just different things, in a Mexican family, who pays for what, in an American family, who pays for what. And so it's been an interesting journey so far, but Mike and I are very, very excited to be getting married. It's been great. The engagement so far has been great. I know a lot of you guys are just like asking me, wow, like so soon, and it is soon. It is. Mike and I have been together for 6 months, and yeah, I don't know. I mean, I was with somebody for a very, very long time, and I wasn't even as far into it as I am now. I guess the old saying is true: when you know, you know. I said in a video before, Mike and I were friends for 5 years. He's a part of a car club that has the big car show at my park every year, and so for the last 5 years, I've known him, and it just so happened that we got together, and I don't know, it worked out. So yes, we've only been together only for 6 months officially, but we've been friends for so long. So I think we bypassed a lot of the getting to know each other and that, first impressions and all that stuff. I mean, it's just kind of, it works. It works. And so Mike is a wonderful, wonderful fiance. He is a wonderful stepdaddy. And he's a wonderful provider. He's a wonderful, wonderful provider. He works very hard, very, very hard. Actually, I'm making a video at 9 o'clock at night because he's still at work. And if you can believe, he leaves to work at 5:45 in the morning, and it's 9 o'clock, and he won't be home for another hour. So I couldn't have been any more blessed than with somebody that truly knows the meaning of hard work, somebody that shows my son, what what a man is supposed to do. So anyway, so I'm in a good spot. I'm enjoying my engagement. I am knee deep in wedding planning. Yeah, it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. I'm getting to do, so you kind of what I was saying, even though it's been 6 months, we won't be getting married for another, 13 months. So there's a lot there. So a lot of time there to kind of continue to get to know each other as a couple. And so, so we're really excited about that. I'm really excited to share that actually one of our very own from the YouTube community, Liana, Stars Darkside 21, is one of my bridesmaids, and so I'm very, very excited to have her be a part of my wedding on such a special day. If my other accountability partners weren't as far away as they were, they would no doubt be a part of my wedding, but hopefully if I send an invitation with enough time, they'll be able to make it to my wedding. But anyway, so where am I at? The last time I made a video, I kind of talked to you guys about my weight, and it's no secret, and I'm not even going to go through the whole spiel about I gained, I lost, I gained, I lost. I'm still up. I'm up 20 pounds from my lowest, and I've been just there. I've been there. I do really good, and then I don't, and then I do, and then I don't, and I go back and forth. I talked in my last video about how having a relationship changes the dynamic of weight loss surgery, and the process and the journey. I know many times people talk about the changes that it has in your life and the impact it has in your life when you're married, and then you go from, whatever, like being each other's, M&M partners or ice cream partners or whatever. I don't know how to really word it, but there's something that happens when you're single and you go into this dating scene. And so I hear a lot of people talk about, the changes that it has for their marriage, some good, some bad. And I remember when I had weight loss surgery, when I went in and I signed all my pre-op paperwork, there was clearly a section on there that said, if you're married, we are not responsible for any, what problems that may arise, and just, keep in mind that people that have surgery lose weight, they tend to feel better about themselves, and so on and so forth. And so, I never really thought of the impact that it would have on going from being single to not being single. If you guys remember, those of you that have been with me for a long time, you know that a big part of what brought me to this journey was the fact that I was a woman scorned, a woman that had lost the love of her life, and I used weight loss as an outlet. And then eventually I found weight loss surgery, and I went that way. So for a good solid year, and I know this is going to sound crazy, but I can literally pinpoint things. For a good solid year, I was just on track. I struggled every step of the way. I mean, my videos show that. I struggled every step of the way, but I successfully lost 120 pounds and kept going. I gain a couple, then lose it, but I just kept going and going and going. And I know that the first year of weight loss surgery is when you have the most oomph to do it, so I ran with it. It was Ethan, and it was myself, and it was my job. I've been at my job for so long that I really don't have to stop and think about it, Oh, you guys, I'm sorry this video is going to be long. I just saw the time. But anyway, so I could do my job in my sleep, and as long as I took care of Ethan, I'd only had to focus on myself. Went to work, came home, got ready for the gym. The daycare at the gym gives me 2 hours. I knocked out 2 hours at the gym, and I was done. Fed my kid and went to bed, and I was just so focused. I could Skype all night if I wanted with my girlfriends, my accountability partners, text message all day, and I just had that tunnel vision. I had no distraction. And I know if I look back, prior to getting with Mike, I started dating somebody else. And that was a whole hot mess of a deal. But once that started happening, I started being wined and dined and all of that stuff. And it was right around Thanksgiving that started happening. And it was like, I remember back to my videos, my 20-minute video, my 1-year anniversary video, that there was a change in me, that I said that I was no longer going to be hard on myself, that I was no longer going to be obsessed with the scale, I was no longer going to step on it every day and all this stuff. And it was almost like I reached that breaking point where I just stopped giving a shit. Sorry, guys. I stopped giving a shit. And no matter how much I wanted to get back and get back and get back, I just wouldn't. So I started dating, and I was about 174 pounds, and I started getting wined and dined. And I missed that. I missed the food. I miss the the atmosphere, I mean, let's face it, for me, I've talked about this before, that I was never a McDonald's kind of girl. I was never a Burger King or a Carl's Jr. type of girl. I was at Applebee's, I was at Chili's, I was at Olive Garden, I was that kind of stuff because I like the atmosphere. I went for the experience, right? Right, Liana? You go for the experience. And I started liking that. And so even though the relationship was crap, or not the relationship, but that dating little episode was crap, that started to happen. I started to get sidetracked, and I started bringing back stuff into my life that I had no longer been eating because Red Robin with the crap load of ranch on my steak fries, I would never eat that stuff ever. And because I was dating somebody that was it was not a very good relationship, and I was so stuck on trying to make that little whatever it was work, I was starting to do the things that I did when I was with my ex. I was starting to eat crappy. I was starting to just, self-medicate with food. And after that situation was done and over with, it just continued and it continued. And I was no longer able to completely stay on. I kept falling, and I keep falling. And then when Mike came around, it just continued. And poor Mike, I mean, he's always like, it's my fault, but it's not. There's a lot of times where Mike's not even doing anything, and I'm like, let's go get ice cream. I mean, I'll go to the gym, and then I'll be like, let's go get some yogurt, or let's go do this, or let's go. So it came from me, and I'll do really well for a while, and then I fall, and I'll lose 10 pounds, and then I'll gain them right back. And before, it was like solid 10 pounds, and I'd come and go. And then it was 20, and some days I'm creeping 20 something, but mostly it's 20. And I lost complete control. I did. I feel horrible in my own skin. I used to be able to feel certain bones. I don't feel them anymore. And that's just, I'm miserable. And it's hard to be miserable when you're happy. Because I'm happy and I'm loved and I'm blessed, and I wake up every morning just in love with life, but I'm sad and I'm miserable, and I don't know how to figure out what happened. I do know that around the time that I started gaining was the time that I started getting treatment for my anxiety and all that other stuff, but I don't know. But the point is, the ramble, that I live with Mike, and things have definitely changed. Adding such a big distraction to your life. We go out for social events. And I don't want to say distraction because not all distractions are bad, but, a distraction nonetheless. We go out for social events. We go out to family functions. We go out to date night. We do stuff that normal couples do. And because of my lack of giving a shit, I tend to, cheesecake, this, that. And it's hard when you have somebody that loves you for no matter what you look like, that it's, I don't know where I'm going with this, but you know what I mean? So, I don't know. I've fallen off, and I know how to lose weight. I know how. I don't know how to lose weight in a marriage. And maybe this is an opportunity for all of my fellow married YouTubers and Facebookers to help me. But it's me. It's not him. It's me. Before, it was just cottage cheese for dinner. Now it's, I'm the good Mexican housewife that was raised on that kind of stuff. That was raised on enchiladas and tamales and sopes and tostadas and arroz and all of that other yummy stuff, because that's what I want to do. I want to serve a good meal for somebody that works so hard. And for my child, and for myself, because I love food. And so I never imagined that dynamic that would change from the single just tunnel vision to the now this such a big component of my life. And Mike is easy. I can make him a sandwich and he'll be fine. But again, I mean, you have somebody, and I know that a lot of you women can relate, not just this Mexican thing, a lot of you women can relate. If you have a man that works really hard, or if you have a family, you want to take care of them. That's what you do. It's what makes you feel good about yourself, I don't have to clean the car, ever. Before I used to drive this car around, I have a white car, it was always disgustingly dirty. Somebody told me the other day, wow, you actually look like you have a car now. he does the stuff to take care of me. You know, he takes care of the car. I never have to worry about gas in the car or, you know, anything like that. I come home, the house is vacuumed, the trashes are out. Like, we each have our own, you know, give and take. And I'm a good cook. So he likes the way I cook. And because of the things that he does for me, I want to cook for him. And I don't know how to, you know, and I know that a lot of times it's that cooking for one meal for them and one meal for you, but that just, it doesn't work. And so for the most part, I cook healthy, but it's like I want to indulge in that stuff too. And so I had to sit down with Ethan and with Mike, and I kind of told them, you know, that it's time for me to just get back to where I'm at. Mike started working a second job, and so yeah, guys, I got one of the good ones, the one that's like working really hard to pay for a nice wedding. So he's working a second job, and so I'm kind of just focusing my direction back on going to the gym, back on reaching out to my accountability partners, and hopefully learning that healthy balance of doing what I got to do at the gym, but still being a wife and a mother, and, you know, making sure that it's all even. And so anyway, I've rambled way too much. If you're still here with me 16 minutes later, thank you so much. I love you, I love you, I love you. I miss so many of you guys. Mi gatita, Tracy, Jenna, I miss you guys. Pam, I love you. Charlene, it just, life is what happens, right? I guess I was just under the impression that I was going to live in a little weight loss world for the rest of my life, and boy, was I wrong. But it's okay, because I was wrong in a good way. So anyway, I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all loved and blessed. I hope to be able to continue to come here and get the love and support that I know I always have been able to get. And I'm going to try. I'm going to try to be back as often as I can, because I know that without accountability, this doesn't work. So until next time, guys, take care. God bless, and remember that I love you all. Bye, guys.